Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Physics Paper 1 multiple choice question. We have the subject code 5054 and the variant of the paper is 11. For the session of May-June 2024, we have total time for this paper is 1 hour and this paper is carrying 40 marks and we have to use the value of G 9.8 meter per second, that is also mentioned in the instructions. So we're going to start our question from the question number 1. A measuring cylinder containing water is placed on a tap and balance. An object is placed into the measuring cylinder. What is the mass and what is the volume of the object? So we're going to calculate the mass and the volume. Here we can see the mass is 54 and here the mass is 20. So we're going to subtract 54 minus 20 and we get the mass that is equal to 34 grams. And the volume over here is 17.5. Over here the volume is 7.5. So we're going to subtract 17.5 from 7.5 and we get the volume that is equal to 10 centimeter cube. So our answer would be 34 grams and 10 centimeter cube. So it is option number C that is carrying these option 34 gram and 10 centimeter cube. Which quantity is a vector quantity? We know that distance is a scalar and force is a vector quantity. So option number B is the correct. Mass and speed are scalar quantities. Moving to question number 3. The table shows the distance traveled by a car in 2 seconds. Okay. This statement describe the motion of the car. Again I'm repeating, the table show the distance traveled by a car in each 2 second time interval during 12 seconds. We can see that which statement describe the motions moving with constant speed from 0 to 4 seconds. We can see that from 0 to 4 seconds object is moving with 10. Object is covering the same distance in equal interval of time. It means that object has the moving with constant speed. Option number B, moving with constant speed from 0 to 4, then uniform acceleration. Now this is not, the acceleration is not uniform, address from 0 to 4 and the non-uniform acceleration, no address. Object is not, that's only option correct here is option number A. Moving to question number 4. Question number 4 is that two cubes x and y have the same mass but the length of the side of x is twice that of y. What is the value of the ratio of density of x over density of y? So we're gonna take the Vy, volume of y, over volume of x. And we know that the formula for volume is L cube and it is twice that of y and it would be 2L cube. Then this should be L cube over 8L cube. So we're gonna cancel it and 1 over 8. After taking 1 over 8 from the calculator, the answer would be 0.125. So option number A is the right choice for this question. Moving to question number 5. An object slide down a frictionless slope. As the object passes on the surface pushes back the object. In which direction does the surface push back the object? So we know that object is pushing back, so it would be towards its center and center here is C. So answer would be C for question number 5. Moving to question number 6. Question number 6 is that our car traveling on a straight road brakes comes to a stop. Which row give the expression for calculating the thinking distance and give a variable that affects the thinking distance? So we know that stopping distance minus braking distance is equal to thinking distance, or stopping distance is equal to thinking distance plus braking distance, and stopping minus braking would be equal to thinking distance. So it is, so it would be braking plus stopping. No, these are the wrong options. Option number C, stopping, this is the correct. And variable that load carry, no, variable would be speed. So this is the right option, option number D. And okay, moving to question, formula for the stopping distance is thinking distance plus braking distance. So for thinking distance, it should be stopping distance should be subtracted from braking distance. Moving to question number 7. Question number 7 is that an unstretched spring of length 15 cm stretches by 4 cm. It is important to note that this is unstretched spring. When a mass of 6 Newton is suspended, the spring does not exceed the limit of proportionality. What is the total length of the spring when the weight of the suspended mass is 3 Newton? Okay, it means that the weight is 6 Newton and the extension was 4. When the weight is half, the extension would be half as well. For 6 it would be 4, and for 6 it would be 4, and for 3 it would be 2. So it would be, extension would be 2 cm, and original length is 15. So 15 plus 2, we get the answer 17. That is option number D. Hopefully you get the understanding of this question. Question number 8. Which statement describe the statement of a describe the moment of a force about a pivot are correct? Okay, the moment of a force is measured the turning effect of the force. This is the right option. Option number 2. The moment of force is equal to the force and perpendicular from the pivot. This is also the right. The moment of a force is equal to the force and pressure. No, this is the wrong. It is option number A, that is carrying 1 and 2 option. Moving to question number 9. Question number 9 is that 4 objects have the identical shape but different distribution of mass. That is, center of the gravity of each object is shown by the dot marked at G. Which object is most stable? Okay, when the center of gravity is near the baseline, the object would be most stable, and at C position we can see that it is near to the ground, near to the base. So option number C is the right choice for this. Moving to question number 10. An object mass is 5 kg is pushed up a slope of a steady speed of 2 meter per second, and which calculation give the change in the gravitational potential energy from the bottom to the top? So the formula for the potential energy is, we know that this is mgh, and the value of mass is given, that is 5. That is 5, and value of gravity is 9.8, and the value of height is 3. So option number B is carrying these three options: 5 multiplied by 9.8 and multiplied by 3. Moving to question number 11. 11 is also like previous question. A student of mass 60 kg climbs some steps. He travels a horizontal distance of 2 meters and a vertical distance of 1.5 meter. What is the work done against the force of the gravity? We know the formula we have already written in the previous question as well, that is equal to mgh. Now the mass over here is 60 kg, value of g is 9.8, and the value of height is 1.5. After multiplying this, we get the value 882, that is close to 880 joules. So this is our answer. Moving to question number 12. Which method of producing electricity does not involve a turbine? Okay. We know that this is required turbine, this does not require turbine. So option number C is the right option. Solar cell doesn't require cell. Moving to question number 13. 13 is that the input power to a lamp is 6 volt. The lamp wastes 2.7 joules of energy in 3 seconds. What is the efficiency of the lamp? 0.15, 0.45, 0.55, 0. We need to calculate. Okay, there are two methods. If there is 6 watt of energy of input, then in 3 seconds it would be 6 into 3, it would be 18 joules. And 18 minus 2.7 would give us, because useful energy 2.7 is wasted energy, it would be 15.3. Now we can easily calculate the efficiency. 15.3 divided by 18, output over input, multiply by 100, we get the efficiency 85% or 0.85. You can write option number D is the correct answer. Moving to question number 14. A camera is taken under water and left at a depth of 8 meters. Atmospheric pressure is given 1 lakh. Density of the water is 1000 kilogram. What is the total pressure acting on the camera? So we know that the formula for the pressure is P is equal to rho GH, and the value of density is given, that is 1000. Our gravity value is also 9.8, and the height is depth, that is equal to 8. After multiplying it, we get the value 78,400. Okay, and we're gonna add this to get the total pressure. So 1 lakh plus 78400, you would get the answer 178,400 Pascal. So this is close to option number D. So option number D is the right choice. Moving to question number 15. Question number 15 is that in which example the particles are in the fixed position. So ice and ice, yes, solid have the particles fixed position, ice in ice cube. So this is the right. Moving to question number 16. Question number 16 is that a gas expands slowly and its temperature remains constant. What happens to the gas particles? They move further apart and their average speed decreases. No, average speed increases. They move further apart and their average speed increases. They move further apart and their average speed remains unchanged, because temperature remains constant, that's why their speed remains constant. So option number C is the right choice here. Moving to question number 17. Question number 17 is that the air in each of the 4 syringes is slowly compressed so that the temperature of the air stays constant. The volume before and after compression for each syringe are given in the table. The air in the 4 syringes is initially at the same pressure. Which syringe show the smallest pressure change? So we can see that the change over here is 4 times, the change over here is 2 times, yeah, half. Here the change is the biggest, here the change is the biggest. So option number A, C and D all have the biggest change, but volume before compression is only half of it. So option number B is the right answer. Over here the change is more than half, over here the change is also more than half, over here the change is also more than half. So option number B is the right choice. Moving to question number 18. Question number 18 is that the temperature of a substance measured with a liquid in a gas thermometer, which physical property changes so that temperature can be measured? So length of the thermometer, mass of the liquid, specific heat or volume of the liquid. We know that volume of the liquid is increases or decreases. So option number D is the right answer. Moving to question number 19. Boiling and evaporation are different processes. Which statement is correct? Boiling occurs only at the surface, or no, evaporation occur only at the surface. Evaporation only occur when the temperature of the liquid is high. No, evaporation does not change the temperature of a liquid. This is again wrong. When a boiling liquid is heated, its temperature remains constant. Yes, during the change in substrate, temperature does not change. So option number D is the correct choice over here. Moving to question number 20. A glass beaker contains water. When the center of base of the beaker is heated, a convection current is set up. Okay, I will explain what is the convection current. When the particles over are heated here, they expand their density, their volume increases, their density becomes low, so they go to the higher, and high energy particles moves to the upside and the low energy particles moves toward down, and this cycle continues till the temperature of the whole liquid or in the container become constant. So which statement explains this process? Okay, the evaporation occur when water molecules to rise the surface. No, the expansion of water molecules causes, again not, the water above the hot surface rises because it becomes less dense. Yes, because particle volume increases and their density decreases. So that's why option number C is the right answer. Moving to question number 21. 21 is that a hot metal is supplied in the container made of shiny metal foil. Why does the container help to keep the food hot? Okay, the container traps the air, which increases convection. No, the foil is a poor thermal conductor. Shiny metal foil is a good absorber. Shiny metal foil is not a good absorber, it is a poor emitter of infrared radiation. So that's why option number D is correct. Moving to question number 22. Which quantity is defined as the number of wavelength passing a point per second? So we already know that this is frequency, number of vibration in 1 second, or number of wavelength passing per second. Moving to question number 23. Question number 23 is that a plane mirror forms the image of an object. What are the characteristics of the image of the object? Okay, size remains the same as the object and the image would be virtual. So option number B is the right answer. Moving to question number 24. A ray of light strikes the surface of a glass block at an angle of 45 degrees. The refractive index is 1.8. What is the angle of refraction inside the block? So it would be equal to 1.8, that is refractive index. The formula is sine I over sine R. So 1.8 over sine 45 over sine R, and it would be equal to sine R is equal to sine 45 over 1.8, and this would be equal to R is equal to sine inverse of 0.39. Over here you can write 0.39, and this is equal to angle 23 degrees. So option number A is the winner here. Okay, moving to question number 25. 0.39. I have written 0.39, and here as well 0.39. Okay, moving to question number 25. 25 show which diagram show ray of wavelength passing through a converging lens. A, B, C and D, these are the two parallel lines, and option number B is the right answer for this question. Okay, option number A was for the parallel lines, and option number B is the right choice. Okay, moving to question number 26. A beam of light, white light, is incident on a glass prism. X and Y are the two ends of the visible spectrum. This statement is correct. All the light travels at the same speed in the prism. No, because they have different wavelength and frequency. The light X has a lower frequency than the light Y. This is the right option. X has the lower frequency compared to light Y. So option number B is the right choice. Moving to question number 27. 27 is the repeated question multiple time. Which components of the electromagnetic spectrum are used to communicate from a remote controller to a television set and from the earth to a satellite? So infrared to microwave. So option number A is the right answer. Moving to question number 28. 28 is that a student claps his hand in front of a wall. Okay. And here's the echo. He claps thus. This is a very intelligent question. He claps at the same moment as he hears the echo of the previous clap. Another student starts a stopwatch on the first clap and stop it on the 11th clap. the reading on the stopwatch is 9.4 second and the speed of the sound is 320. What is the distance x travel between the student and the wall? So we know that the formula for the distance is speed into time, and distance is mean that first clap would be when this student claps, and other than this there would be 10 claps, and it would be multiplied by, because this distance and travel by this. If this distance is x, then this distance plus x would be 2x. So coming back would be 2x. So 10 into 2x, and speed is given, that is 320, and the time is also given, that is 9.4. So we can calculate x easily. 320 into 9.4 divided by 10, 2s are 20 and 20. We can get the value that is equal to 154.4, and that is very close to 150 meters. So option number B is the correct option over here. Now moving to question number 29. A compass is placed close to the strong bar magnet, pivots to the positions shown. Which type of magnet is a compass needle, and what is the pole X? So we know that the needle is a permanent magnet, so option number A and B are wrong. We need to read other, and X is the north of the magnetic pole, because it north would repel, so this is the right option. Option number C is the correct answer over here. Moving to question number 30. Question number 30 is that plastic and wool are insulating materials. Sample of plastic wools are rubber rubbed together. This causes a transfer of electron. Which row show the direction of electron transfer and the final charge on the both material? Plastic, wool, final charge on plastic, final charge on wool. Okay, we know that plastic would gain electrons and wool will lose electrons. So final charge on the plastic would be negative, and final charge on it would be positive. So option number B is the right choice for it. Moving to question number 31. This is a question of circuit diagram. Which circuit contains a heater and a fuse? We know that circuit containing heater and fuse is option number B. Moving to question number 32. Okay, 32 is that a light LDR, light dependent resistor LDR is to be used as an input sensor for an intruder alarm circuit. When there is no light on the LDR, the stem switch is on. The resistance of the fixed resistor is less than that of lamp. Which diagram show the circuit? A, B, C, D. And it would be B, because this LDR is connected to this, so that's why option number B is the right answer. Moving to question number 33. A potential difference of 4 volt produces a current of 3 ampere resistor. How much energy is used? So we know that formula for the power is E by T, and for energy it would be P into time, power into time, and for the formula power it would be equal to VI into T, and all things are given. V is 4, I is 3, and time is 10. 12 multiplied by 10, that is 120 joule. So option number D is carrying that option, that is equal of 120 joule. So this was an easy calculative question. Moving to question number 34. 34 show that the diagram shows a generator. What are X and Y? We know that X would be south pole, so both these options are carrying south pole, and we need to find out what is Y. It is split ring commutator or slip ring. So we know that it is slip ring, so option number D is the right answer for 34. Moving to question number 35. 35, the diagram shows a loudspeaker that produces a sound. Okay, now you can see the whole question. A student writes 4 sentences about the loudspeaker. Okay, there is a direct current in the coil of wire. No, the current is not direct. The current in the coil produces a changing, yes, due to magnetic flux. A force is produced on the coil of wire attached, yes, that is the force is produced. The constants around due to this force, no. So option number C is carrying. 2 and 3 correct option, so this is the right choice. Moving to question number 36. Question number 36 is from the topic of transformer. It is that a step down transformer changes 240 volt to 120 volt. There are 600 turns on the primary, and how many turns are on the secondary? So this is the calculation part. 240 over 12 is equal to 600 NP over NS, that is equal to NS. So you're gonna solve it like that. NS is equal to 600 multiplied by 12 and divide by 240. You're gonna cancel 0 with 0, 12 with 24 and 2 with 60. So we get the value that is 30. So the turn would be for the secondary coil is 30. Moving to question number 37. Alpha particles are directed at a thin gold foil. Only a very small proportion of the alpha particles are deflected through very large angle, which fact about the nuclei of the gold atom is not conclusion of this experiment. They are surrounded by mostly empty spaces. They are very small. They contain most of the mass. They contain protons and neutrons. So this is the right option. They contains protons and neutron. Moving to question number 38. 38 is that radioactive source emitting only gamma radiation is placed in front of a radiation detector which measure the count rate. What must cause the count rate to increase? A thick sheet of lead placed between the source of matter. A strong magnetic place in the force, no. The radioactive source move close to the detector, yes. When we will move it, the count rate would be easier to measure. Okay, moving to question number 39. This is a simple. Nuclear fusion is one source of energy. Which statement is of the nuclear fusion? The decay of radioactive nucleus? No. The joining together of two nuclei to make a large nucleus. So option number B is the right answer. Moving to question number 40. Last question of our paper. Which statement is correct? The orbital speed of the Earth around the Sun is 2 pi into the diameter of this orbit. The orbit of the Earth around the Sun is ellipse. So this is the right. We know that this is ellipse part. So this was the paper, and we have completed this. If you do find any confusion related to any question or any part, you can ask in the comment section. I will reply you in detail. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and do share with your friends who need help in physics. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep supporting. Allah Hafiz.